Why you got in trouble? Why?
I was texting my food.
And you don't pay attention. That's why you get in trouble. Right? Okay, Hannah, can you read the next paragraph, please? Go here.
Oh my goodness.
After 6 years of harsh ascetic practices, Siddhartha was on the verge of dying starvation. He realized that his death at this point, before he had attained enlightenment, would only lead to continued rebirth, and he resolved to fortify his body with food so that he could make a final effort to gain the truth.
Okay, that's good. Okay, thank you. Yes, summarize Hannah. What's about?
Well, basically, he realized that his death, he would basically be reborn, so he wasn't afraid of dying in this one life.
Mm-hmm. Okay, why he need to recognize us even he starved, he fast and he is not no use for him. Why? What's no use for him to fast? Why?
Wait, can you repeat that?
Why it's no use to fast?
Oh, well, because he's going to be reborn anyways, and he wanted to basically find the truth, and he just wanted to kind of cycle through.
Okay. Who been fasting before? Who have skipped your lunch for a day? Who skip eating for a day? No? Or Tina, you got that? Oh.
No.
Michelle too, you skip for a day without eating? Without eating for a day, who have done? Tony, you done that? No?
I fasted for half a day.
Oh no, one day. I'm talking about one day. Without eating. And one of you, of course, exception is when you're sick. That's a different story. But you have no one? Alright. You have that? What happened, Elizabeth? It's hard for you?
No, it was just, there was some point where my body was just rejecting food. So it just happened that way.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
You were tired after that? You were tired after that?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really remember.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's why. How about who were tired because you consume too much? Why?
Wait, like a food coma?
Why?
Yeah, it's a food coma. Because sometimes I'll be eating too much.
How much too much? How much was too much? How much is too much?
I can eat like 2 plates of food and I'll be.
That's all. How about you? How much is too much for you?
A lot. Like on big holidays
What
like
number?
that, we eat a lot.
Yeah. Han, how much is too much for you?
I mean, honestly, I can't eat a lot.
Why? You have little stomach?
I guess so.
How about Henry? Henry from St. Louis. How much is too much for you, Henry? Henry from St. Louis. How much is too much for you?
Who's the Henry from St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Yeah, Henry.
I'm from California.
I'm sorry, I asked the other Henry from St. Louis. You have to Henry or Henry, right?
Oh, just two Henry.
Yeah, it's not a Henry.
Oh, just 2 hit.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Kathy. How much is Kathy from California? How much is too much for you?
It depends on how hungry I am.
Really? All right. How about Tina? How much is too much for you? Tina.
I don't know.
You don't know. How about Hannah? How much is too much for you?
I mean, the most I've eaten was probably 9 different meals
Oh,
in
really?
an hour, but that's just because it was a family party.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. How about, let me see here. How about Lim? How much is too much for you, Lim?
Three plates at a buffet.
Really? Who can consume 1 food Subway? 1 food, 2 food.
2 foot.
Really?
2 foot or
2
Two.
foot.
2 feet?
It's at 2 feet.
Oh,
2 feet.
oh, I eat 6 feet.
You have 6 feet?
Yeah.
Really? 6?
You mean 6
Oh, no. Yeah, 6 inch. Yeah, 6 inch.
You know how many feet?
You know, oh, bro, I eat a
I
whole man.
swear.
Really?
You eat
Wow. Watch out, okay?
I was gonna say, what's wrong with 6 feet? The most I can use one.
Alright. So anyway, so you have to stay in between, alright? Stay in the middle way. Don't eat too much, right? And don't eat too little. Listen, okay, now, you know, some people they eat and die, you know why? You know that? You know that? Why? You know why Hannah? You know someone, they ate too much and they pass away, you know why? Hannah?
They what and pass away?
Yeah, because they ate too much and they die. They die because they ate too much, you know why?
Just because it was too much eating.
Actually, let me tell you that I have not seen, but they made story. You know, in the 80s, you know, the boat people on the ocean, they're so hungry, right? They're so hungry so many days, and when they got to the beach, they got to the camp, and of course they were provided by other people the food, and they're so hungry that they ate and they pass away. It blew up their stomach. So be careful. When you're so really hungry, eat bit, not much. All right, you may harm your stomach. All right, like Jackie, right? You eat a lot, Jackie. How much is too much for you, Jackie?
Not at all.
Huh? How much is too much for you? Huh? You know.
My stomach is never ending. Actually, God always give me food.
How many bowls of rice can you consume one? The big one than this? How many bowls of rice can you consume? If you're really hungry. Huh?
Very, very big.
That big? That's big? For one time? Wow, okay, anyway, that's all. Alright, go ahead. Let me see here. Lin, can you read the next one, Lin? He encountered. Go ahead, Lin.
He encountered a young woman named Sajua who gave him a meal of milk rice. When the 5 ascetics who had been following him as their teacher learned that he had eaten, they abandoned him in disgust, convinced that he had given up. Now utterly alone, Siddhartha sat down beneath the sheltering leaves of a pipal or pipple tree and vowed to sit in meditation until he had attained enlightenment.
Okay, summarize, lady. What's about?
So this woman gave him like food, and then his, I guess, followers kind of abandoned him because he wasn't continuing like leaving everything behind, I guess.
Why? Why they abandoned him? Why?
Cause he kind of like defeat what he was trying to do. Like he was like kind of starving himself, trying to be reborn, and then he just ate some food.
Right. So because why? They in their mind, I said, who know what's mean? I said it's practice. What's mean? What's mean? I said it's practice. What's mean? Right.
Accepted?
I said this practice.
Ascetic.
Oh, ascetic?
What's mean?
Yeah, it's like when you let things go and you're supposed to be given offerings and stuff like that.
Yeah, like I told you that they don't wear their clothes and they lie down on the rock or even on the needles too. They stand for the whole days, the whole week, whole month. That is ascetic practice. That's why the prince he abandoned. He gave up that lifestyle so that he can accept the food. He could accept the food and move on. Because without, what happened when you're so hungry? Han, what happened when you're so hungry? Could you concentrate well when you're so hungry? No way. So, and Simi, what happened if you eat too much? Can you concentrate well? Why not?
Because I'll just be thinking about my stomach.
Really? Right? About Paula, what happened if you eat too much? What happened?
I feel tired.
So either way, right? If you're so hungry, or if you're too full, you cannot concentrate well. That's why you need to eat in middle way, alright? Not to consume too much, not to to fast yourself, that you could not concentrate well. That's why he accepted that. That's why the other monks, they left him. Right? They thought that he gave up, okay? Okay, let's move on to the next page. Alright, is that this one here? Okay. Alright, so Henry, what's the name of the lady that's just nearby you on your left side, Henry, from St. Louis? Yeah, can you
Kathy.
Kathy, yeah, can you read for me?
Oh.
From St. Louis, not from
There's 3 Kathys now.
in Kentucky and in California. Go ahead, Kathy, from St. Louis. Can you read that for me? Go here. Yeah, go ahead, Kathy, from St. Louis. Can you read?
I don't think her name is Kathy.
What's her name?
It's Kathy with a C type.
Oh. Who's that? John, okay. Let me see here. How about Henry from St. Louis? Can you read this part? Can you see my screen?
Who's Henry from St. Louis?
I don't know. Sorry. What's your name?
Are you talking?
Yeah. What's your name? Yeah.
Oh, I'm Louis from St. Louis.
Oh, Louis. Sorry. Go ahead, Louis.
That's his name.
Yeah. Go ahead,
You're
Louis.
talking to me.
I don't know, I kept
Okay.
looking David.
Right here.
Once Siddhartha had sat behind the pipal tree, the biographies do not move immediately to the conclusion of his quest for inner realization, a journey that has led him from his original aspiration to attain enlightenment through countless lives marked by self-sacrifice and virtuous deeds. Instead, the accounts interject a dramatic scene, a final contest between Siddhartha, the solitary human being intent on finding a way out of the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, and the armies of the Devamara, a supernatural being associated with death and rebirth, and the devices that led to samsara.
Okay. Can you summarize, sir? So your name is Louis, right? From St.
Yeah.
Louis. Wow. Okay. Go ahead, Louis. Summarize for them, please. What's it about?
Basically, it just says that how the historians, I guess, recounted it isn't like from immediately him sitting down to him finding enlightenment. It's kind of a long journey and a dramatic story.
Wow,
Yes.
that's a strong voice. Wow. Okay. All right. So so what's about? What's the spiritual part? Why is that? Why this is your long journey? Why? Between.
Oh, yes.
What? Go ahead. Go ahead. Louis.
So
Summarize
in
one
this
more.
order.
Summarize
Sorry,
one more time. Summarize one more time and give them.
Okay. Let's summarize. Well, it's basically Siddhartha trying to find a way out of the cycle of reincarnation.
Why? Why?
Why?
That's a typical question. That's an important question. Why?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me see.
Why what?
To attain enlightenment, I guess. Right. That says it in there.
That's the most critical question in Buddhism, right? Why did he want to find out the way out of this cycle of birth? Why? You know why? Kathy, go ahead, so.
I'm not sure, but wasn't it like to attain?
Speak up, speak up.
Wasn't it like to attain Brahma or something? Or?
Not really. Why? Remember? Alright, go ahead, Hannah. You learned with me so many years, so you know why. Why the prince want to find a way to get out of the birth cycle. Why, Hannah?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well.
Okay, my question is that why did the prince try to find out a way to get out of the birth cycle? Why?
The turn.
Try to get out of the birth cycle?
Why?
I'm not sure. Basically,
Not
I'm
sure?
not sure.
Really? About Lim, you know why? Lim?
No.
No?
It's kind of like.
No? About Elizabeth, why?
I mean, he's trying to look for why living is suffering. So I feel like in order to get out of the rebirth cycle, it'll end his suffering. But I don't think that's the answer.
Not really. Okay, how about Kathy? Why?
I'm not sure either.
How about Kathy from California? Why? Kathy? Kathy?
Can you repeat the question?
Let's go.
Why did Buddha did not want to Why did Buddha end his rebirth cycle? That's not the question.
Why did he get? Why did he get?
Why
I don't think that was the questions to me.
Wait, that's not the
Why
question.
did he go to Nirvana?
Why did he go to Nirvana?
You
What's
confuse
the
them.
question? Why did he want to end the cycle?
Who said Nirvana?
No.
No. Who said Nirvana?
Okay, let me put this way. Okay. Who think that life is boring?
What?
Who think that life is boring? Raise your hand. Life is
Right
boring.
now?
Yes, now. You guys, I'm asking you guys. Who think that life is boring? Raise your hand. Why? Why life is boring, lady? Why?
I don't.
Life is boring.
I can't. I mean,
Why?
I don't do anything.
You do anything? How about Kathy? Why?
Yeah, nothing's really going on right now.
No, I'm not talking about here, but I'm talking in general in your life. How about?
Yeah.
All right. How about Tony? Why life is boring for you, Tony?
Life isn't really boring to me.
Not boring?
He's trained to be shinobi.
All right. How about Lim? Life is boring for you, or life more interesting? Lim.
Life's not boring.
Really? How about Hannah? Life is interesting and have a lot of challenge. Or is life boring? What do you think?
No, it has a lot. It's not boring.
It's not boring. Okay. How about other? How about Louis? I forgot names of your sister or your friends over there.
Okay, there's a lot.
Tell me the name of the lady who sat in the back. Who sit in the back then? What's her name? What's her name there in the back? Yes.
Victoria.
Victoria. What do you think? Life is boring or life is interesting? Victoria.
Huh?
Is life boring?
Oh no, it's not boring at all. There's there's stuff to do. There's stuff.
There's stuff for you to do. How about the lady next to you? Victoria, the lady next to you. What's her name? Yeah, what's her name?
Life isn't boring.
Life boring for you or life interesting?
Interesting.
What's your name again? I forgot. Your name?
Oh, Amelia.
Amelia. It's hard to remember, huh? Why life is so interesting for you? Why?
Because there are a lot of things to do still. That's what I said.
You want example? You can one example that you have a lot to do with games, with Instagrams, and Snapchat. Right? What else?
Off the list.
No, we still have to learn and go to college and stuff.
And what you do after that? After you've gone to college, after you get a good job, after you have family, what happened then?
You do it all over again.
You have to go again. Okay. How about the gentleman, the one who sits behind you, Louis? What's his name? What's his name then?
I'm Kyle.
Kyle. So what do you think? Life is interesting or life is boring for you?
I'll give an interesting answer. I just say life is boring.
Really? Why? Why life is
Because
boring?
you wake up, you eat, you do the same thing over and over again, and you go back to bed and you do it all over again.
Oh, really? How about you? Next one, the one in the blue shirt. What's her name?
Oh, they're kind of shy.
What do you think,
On the
lady?
end of the couch.
What do you think? Life is interesting or life is boring for you, lady? Huh? What do you
Life is
think?
interesting.
Interesting? Why? Why? Okay. Okay. How about the gentleman, the blue shirt gentleman? What do you think? Life interesting or life boring for you?
Life is interesting.
Why?
There's stuff to do.
It's up to me? Alright. Okay. Alright, how about Paula? Paula, what life is interesting or life is boring for you? For example. Why? You want example? Okay,
I don't know.
you don't know about Henry. Henry from California. Henry, what's this? Where's Henry?
Life is boring if you make it boring.
Why?
That was deep.
We
Yeah.
need to see your face.
You're the one that makes the life interesting. If you make it interesting, your life is just interesting.
Really? Move your face in.
Yeah.
We don't see your face. Move your face in.
And then
Yeah. Explain what's the meaning. If you want to have interesting life, you make it. If you want to have boring life, you make it. Why is that? Explain to them why. Why, Henry? Why? Move your face in so your friends can see. Can see your handsome face. Come on. Yeah, Henry.
what?
I don't think so.
Explain for them. Yeah, explain for them what you just say. Yeah, go
Yes.
ahead. Explain for them what you just
It
say.
looks like yours.
Life is boring if you make it boring.
Give one example.
So if someone gives you a toy,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't play with it, of course it's gonna be boring. If they put you in a room and you don't do anything, of course it's gonna be boring because you're not doing anything. You're bored.
Mm-hmm. How about life interesting? How could you do that?
You need to like.
You
take
must
action.
improvise.
You need to
Mhm.
take action.
Who want to
Even
become a scientist now for in the future? Who want to become a scientist? Jackie, you want to become a scientist? Cool down, please. Jackie, you want to become a scientist? No.
Good question.
Who want to be a scientist in the future? Who?
What?
Who want to be a scientist in the future?
Well, I'm going to be a neuroscientist next year.
Oh really? Oh how
Yeah.
okay, go ahead, Louis. Explain what's your future life for? Why? Explain what you want to become a scientist in future life in the future?
Yeah. Oh, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, neuroscience is really cool. I think the brain is really fascinating, and learning about that kind of expands your knowledge about everything else, because everything is connected to the brain.
Yeah, you look so handsome. You look so you have energy. Yeah, that's good. It's fun, right?
Ice
thank
floating.
Boy, you going to say that?
Right, that's good. You have great future, right? Everything come from your mind. If you want to make your life is boring, it's from your mind. If you want to have interest life, it's from your mind. Make sense? Everything from your mind. That's why in Buddhism we talk about the mind a lot. Okay. So let's say we done today. Okay. Let's stop here today. Okay. So that's why we talk about this next week. It's so important. So you have to know whether it's boring or interesting. We talk about that. Why for him life is boring because we need to go again and again. But for other people interested, we talk about this next week. Okay.
I might not be there.
Why? Where are you?
Somewhere.
Somewhere on the sky?
Oh, we won't be here next week.
Yeah, it's my birthday next week.
Oh,
We do
yeah.
here.
You party?
Yeah, we do here. With them too. We celebrate with them.
She should have
Okay.
that, Jenny.
We're having Julie marathons.
Yeah. We do together. Come on.
Ah,
All
Wait,
right. So you be 17.
I'll be 16.
Okay. All right. We celebrate together. Okay. All right. Let's go. Okay. Before we go, Hannah, can you recap what we learned today? Hannah.
We basically learned about kind of like at the beginning we learned about karma, and then we went on to kind of like the rebirth and like birthing cycle, and then how people like fast and stuff, and we learned about that was basically.
All right, Elizabeth. Let Louis recap everything that we learned today.
Well, basically the video showed us about being born with bad karma and then kind of having to repay that debt by going to Buddha, I guess. And then we read about, I guess, his journey through fasting and then not fasting, and then the consequences of that action.
How about Ling? One more time, Ling. Can you recap everything? Can you summarize everything that we learned today? Ling.
Everything that I learned,
Uh-huh.
well, from what we read, Buddha, well, I guess Siddhartha, abandon like the normal way of life in order to like break the rebirthing cycle.
We talk about that next week, okay? Bring the cake. We bring the cake here. We celebrate your birthday, okay? Then we love to see you. Is that right, Elizabeth? You want to say happy birthday to Kathy next week, right?
Of course, you gotta do that, Joel.
All right, so let's go then. All right, let's go. Kathy.
Happy birthday.
Stop.
Next week.
Oh, wait, oh.
Next week, okay, what's the day?
That's next week.
Yeah, we have Kathy.
1, 2, 3. Namo Aida. Namo Aida. Namo Aida.
All right, good. Right, so thank you. So you guys can go now. The little one can come, okay? You guys go back. The teacher is not in today, right? You guys can get the baby down for me, okay? You guys can go now. The younger one stay back, okay? All right. Michelle. Yes, okay.
Bye, guys.
Adios, amigos. Bye, Shinobi Sensei.
Okay, so see you next week, okay? The little one stay back, all right? Michelle stay back. Wait for all the ones, okay? John, turn on John. John, you can turn on the
John
game.
was
John.
there.
Yeah, John. The little John. All right, Kathy. Kathy, tell your little boy baby, come here, Kathy. Kathy.
Yes, cute.
Yeah, tell your baby, come here.
Terry.
Oh, Kathy, bring the baby down for me, okay? Han, bring the baby down for me.
Is that empty?
Thank you.
Is that empty?
Right, you can
This?
go. Yeah, you can go. Okay.
Yada. Those removed.
So what do I do now?
Hello.
Yeah.
Good day.
Yeah. Your name again, so?
Carrie?
Carrie, right? Carrie. Carrie.
Carrie.
Carrie.
Carrie.
Carrie. Okay.
Yes.
Just wait for the other one to come, okay? Wait for them to come down, okay?
Jelly.
Anna Jelly.
Dạ. Đấy hả? Nhà trong kia.
Alright, come down here, lady. Where are they? Come down here. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, go here, Nina. Okay, come in, sir. Good, come here. Yeah, move up here. Yeah, move up here. Yeah, you can sit here. Good. You can sit here. Yeah, here. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, Nina, move up here. No, you sit here. So you stop here. Yeah, sit down. Nina, you can sit here. Let's brother sit here. Okay, good. Just wait for me to hold it to go. Wait for cô dạy xong hả cô hả? Dạy chưa? Your